The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Put total leather and we'll get started. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd...
The 15.
Down in the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He's right on target. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He's going to pass on second down. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking for a huge play. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for space. It's Pope. Oh, he just flat ran over it. Still running at the 40. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. The quick out.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope, steps out of bounds.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started is always the ground game and the toughness. And never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Give to the running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
At the 17-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's past the 30. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Nice job there by the QB on the story, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then right away takes it upfield to get some positive points.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Terrell. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Off the RPO, complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Looking for room. It's Pope. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got nothing on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to get the corner. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Leaves it with the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They'll try to get it through the air. Going deep. Got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Touchdown, Oregon. Number 1.
He'll try to tack on one more.
The kicker on the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Getting some heat. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Here's the handoff. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Oklahoma.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The snap sets up to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the single running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He'll pull it down. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Going downfield for the big play. Got it! The Sooners heading quickly to the line. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 25 over Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using his legs, it's Pope. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, it's a reverse. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Got it, looking for the first down. At the 45, on its way. The expressway is wide open. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Right down the middle. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw on second down. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The jet sweep pass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. It just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Tackle is made at the 17-yard line.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oregon.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
5-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads it left. What a snag by the defense. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
With the carry, it's the running. Gain of 1. 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. And they scoop it up. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He wants a big play here late. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.